Hey guys, Mark from P2 Sports here. I want to talk a little bit today about, for my hockey friends out there, whether you're a player, a coach, or a parent of a hockey player, how critically important it is to do some sprint interval training in the off season. I know it's November now; we're heading into the middle of the season, or approaching the middle of the season. It's kind of hard to think that far out in advance, but it'll get here before you know it. Every once in a while, I like to reread literature that I read many years ago when I was educating myself in the field of strength and conditioning, particularly as it relates to ice hockey. And one of the better books that I read was called Overspeed Skill Training for Ice Hockey. It was written by Dr. Jack Blatherwick, who was an exercise phys guy. He was on the coaching staff of the 1980 Olympic team with Herbie Brooks. He also worked with the Washington Capitals and the New York Rangers. And just about everything, not just about, but everything in this book he wrote was backed with research. He was one of the first people to go over the Soviet Union, the old Soviet Union, and study the way they got things accomplished. And if you recall, if you're a hockey fan or hockey, if you follow the history of hockey, they were really a dominant team for many, many years at the Olympic level until we beat them in 1980. And one of the things they did better at that time than anybody else was really high-speed acceleration and high-speed turns under control and being able to move the puck and shoot the puck and pass the puck. So anyhow, today's players, if you look now, because the training's evolved and we kind of stole some of their secrets, so to speak, and we've addressed that issue with our training. So now you see a faster game. Some of the rule changes have made the game faster, but overall it's the training. So, just about every hockey player, whether you're a youth player, collegiate, high school, or junior, or pro, everybody trains in the off season. One of the better ways, the best way that I know, and Dr. Blathwick mentions in this manual, is to increase on-ice acceleration, is to do sprint training during the off season. And he even went as far as to back it up with some research. I know you really can't read this chart here, but he studied 50 teams, let me see here, for quite a while there. But what he found out was that there was a direct correlation between the 40-yard dash and who were the fastest guys on the ice. So the fastest guys off ice in the 40-yard dash were the fastest guys on ice in acceleration. That was true of NHL players, collegiate players, Olympic players, and youth players. So what does that mean? That means that if you want to improve your on-ice acceleration, you need to get out on that track in the off-season and do some sprint work. So find yourself a great conditioning coach, someone who's really knowledgeable and educated in this, in this type of training, and you will see improvements. I guarantee it. Until next time, keep training hard and have a great day.